Hello my dear kiddos, hope you all are doing good. So today we are going to see Neet 2023 question paper. This is previous year discussion and the paper code is E1 and today we are going to see part 6. Here goes the very first question without any further delay. Match list 1 with list 2. Okay, look at list 1. Oxidative decarboxylation, B glycolysis, C oxidative phosphorylation, D tricarboxylic acid cycle. List 2, citrate synthase, 2 pyruvate dehydrogenase, 3 electron transport system and 4 EMP pathway. Very important events, right? So come on, match list 1 with list 2 and you have to just choose the correct answer. That's your task. Your time starts 3, 2, 1 right now. Come on everybody, you can do it. And the answer is option D. So children, if you see oxidative decarboxylation, where pyruvate is converted into acetyl-CoA with the release of carbon dioxide, right? And this is catalyzed by pyruvate dehydrogenase, right? Therefore, A is 2. Glycolysis, of course, is known as EMP, Emden-Meyerhoff-Parnas pathway, which involves breakdown of glucose into pyruvate. Therefore, B with 4. Oxidative phosphorylation takes place in mitochondria and involves ETC, electron transport chain. Therefore, C with 3. And TCA cycle begins with the condensation of acetyl-CoA and oxaloacetate from citrate. This is catalyzed by citrate synthase. Therefore, D matches with 1. Next question. Given below are two statements. One is assertion, another one is reason. Assertion. A flower is defined as modified shoot wherein the shoot apical meristem changes to floral meristem. Reason. Internode of shoot gets condensed to produce different floral appendages laterally at successive node instead of leaves. In the light of the above statement, choose the correct answer. Okay. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. A true, R false, A false, R true. Your time starts 3, 2, 1 right now. Come on my dear kiddos, you can do it. And the answer is both are absolutely true and the reason is correctly justifying the assertion. Yes, a flower is defined as modified shoot wherein the shoot apical meristem changes to form floral. How? The internode of the shoot gets condensed to produce different floral appendages laterally at successive node instead of leaves. That's very true. So both are absolutely true and the reason is correctly explaining the assertion. Next question. Given below are two statements, one assertion, one reason. Come on, find the right statement. Assertion A, in gymnosperms, the pollen grains are released from microsporangium and carried by air currents. True or false? Reason. Air currents carry the pollen grains to the mouth of archegonia where the male gametes are discharged and pollen tube is not formed. So what do you think about both the statements? Come on. Both A and R are true, R is the correct explanation of A. A and R are true, R is not the correct explanation of A. A true, R false, A false, R true. Your time starts right now. Come on children, you can do it. And the answer is A is absolutely true. The pollen grains are released from the microsporangium and carried by air currents. So far it's right. But the air currents are not carrying the pollen grains directly to the mouth of archegonia. No. To the ovules, right? Where you can see the pollen grain actually germinates to form the pollen tube and all. So that is missing here. The pollen grain reaches the ovule where it germinates to form a pollen tube which carries the non-motile male gamete to the egg cell, right? Within the archegonium for fertilization. Therefore, B is, the reason is wrong. Right, match list 1 with list 2. List 1, cohesion, adhesion, surface tension, guttation. List 2, more attraction in liquid phase, mutual attraction among water molecules, water loss in liquid phase, attraction towards polar surfaces. Choose the correct option, children. This you are learning, xylem, conduction of water in xylem, right? And this you're learning from grade 10. Your time starts 3, 2, 1 right now. And here goes the answer, option A. Children, cohesion. So remember that cohesion is among the water molecules. Water molecules, they exhibit cohesion. That is nothing but the mutual attraction between the water molecules. We call it cohes. So just remember water molecules cohes so that you won't forget, right? So A2. And adhesion, if you 3, 4, attraction towards polar surfaces. Surface tension is nothing but more attraction in liquid phase. And guttation is loss of water. That you all know. So water loss in liquid phase. Next one. Which of the following combination is required for chemiosmosis, right? Membrane proton pump proton gradient ATP synthase, membrane proton pump proton gradient NADP synthase, proton pump electron gradient ATP synthase, proton pump electron gradient NADP synthase. Your time starts 3, 2, 1 right now. Come on children, I want you all to quickly answer it. And here goes the answer. Membrane proton pump proton gradient and ATP synthase. Okay, getting it children? So the answer is nothing but option A is the right answer. Because chemiosmosis is a process whereby ATP is synthesized using the energy of proton gradient across a membrane. This requires a membrane to maintain the gradient, a proton pump to actively transport protons across the membrane using energy from the electron transport, the resulting proton gradient that stores potential energy, and ATP synthase, the enzyme that uses the energy to convert ADP and inorganic phosphate into ATP. Okay? Yes. Next one. Melanate inhibits the growth of pathogenic bacteria by inhibiting the activity of succinic dehydrogenase, amylase, lipase, dinitrogenase. Your time starts 3, 2, 1 right now. This is a simple question. Come on. And the answer is A, succinic dehydrogenase. So children, basically Melanate inhibits the growth of pathogenic bacteria by inhibiting succinic dehydrogenase, because this enzyme is essential in the Krebs cycle, right, where it plays a crucial role in cellular respiration, where it catalyzes oxidation of succinate to fumarate, right. Thereby, inhibition of this enzyme will disrupt the energy production pathway in the bacterial cells. Thereby, it will suppress their growth and survival. Next one, identifying the correct statements. Lenticels are the lens-shaped openings permitting the exchange of gases. Bark formed early in the season is called the hard bark. Bark is a technical term that refers to all tissues exterior to the vascular cambium. Bark refers to periderm and secondary phloem. Phelogen is single-layered in thickness. So please choose the correct option. B, C, E, A and D, A, B, D, B and C. What do you think? Your time starts 3, 2, 1 right now. Yeah, A and D is the right answer. Why? Statement A is correct because lenticels are lens-shaped, right, and they are porous structures in the periderm that allows gaseous exchange. Statement D is also correct because bark commonly refer to tissues external to the vascular cambium, mainly including the periderm and the secondary phloem. Statement B is incorrect because bark formed early in the season is soft and it is not hard. Okay, and statement C is incorrect because the term bark is not strictly technical and may vary in meaning, but in this concept it is used to refer all tissues are external to vascular cambium, which is wrong. Okay, statement D is incorrect because phelogen is a meristematic layer that is not always single layer thick. Okay, it may vary in thickness. Okay, match list 1 and list 2. List 1 M phase, G2 phase, quiescent phase, and then G1 phase. List 2 proteins are synthesized, inactive phase, interval between mitosis and initiation of DNA replication, equational division. So this is again very easy, you are learning from grade 10. So pick the right option, match it and pick the right option. Your time starts 3, 2, 1 right now. Okay, amazing. The answer is option C. Yeah. Children, very, very simple, right? If you look at the M phase, where equational division, wherein the parent divides into two daughter cells is happening, right? In G2 phase is where the proteins are synthesized, especially those required for mitosis, and the cell prepare itself for division. Whereas the quiescent stage, G0 stage we see, right? It is an inactive phase where the cell is metabolically active, but it won't divide. Finally, G1 phase is the interval between mitosis and initiation of DNA replication, where the cell grows and carries out normal functions. Now, finally, the last one, match list 1 and list 2. Children, match the following assertion reason based question are most frequently asked, right? So keep that in your mind. Mutualism, commensalism, amensalism, parasitism. And list 2, you can see plus A 0B, minus A 0B, plus A minus B, plus A plus B. So you have to basically match it, okay, with the interactions, okay. What happens to species A and species B in respective interaction system. So you have to pick the right answer. Your time starts 3, 2, 1 right now. Okay, and the answer is option B, right? Why is the answer option B? Look at this. In ecological interactions, if you see, mutualism refers to a relationship where both the species are benefiting, therefore plus A plus B. In commensalism, if you see, species A is benefiting and species B is unaffected, so plus A and 0B. Whereas in amensalism, if you see, species A is being harmed, therefore minus A, whereas species B is unaffected, so 0B. Then in parasitism, if you see, A benefits and B is not benefiting. B is being harmed. So plus A and minus B. Therefore, the answer is option B. Last and final question for this session, statement 1. Gauss's competitive exclusion principle states that two closely related species competing for the same resources cannot coexist indefinitely, and competitively inferior one will be eliminated eventually. Statement true. In general, carnivores are more adversely affected by competition than herbivores. What do you think about two statements? Statement 1, 2 are true, 1 and 2 are false, 1 true, 2 false, 1 false, 2 true. Your time starts 3, 2, 1 right now. And the answer is, children, the first statement is absolutely true, but the second statement is absolutely false, because the herbivores are more adversely affected by competition than the carnivores, because carnivores have wide varieties of prey, right? Whereas that is not the case of the herbivores. They are most affected by the interspecific competition, right? So option C is the right one. With that, we are completing today's session. Hope you all thoroughly enjoyed, and please wait for part 7, which will be out tomorrow, and you can stay tuned for that. And if you have any queries, please contact hdlearns@gmail.com. Yeah, if you're enjoying all the PYQs, do like, share and subscribe. Tata, bye bye and take care.